2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at one of golf's iconic venues, Torrey Pines, and our first round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. It's about to begin. Hello everyone, thrilled to have your company this week. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. And Beamer, your thoughts quickly here on Torrey Pines South. It is a big boy golf course, isn't it?
It is, and these players are in for a rude awakening because they've had some pretty simple golf courses up to this point. But this golf course, U.S. Open venue, this is going to punch you right in the mouth. There's no holding back here. This golf course is flat out tough. One of the toughest tests these players will see all year long. It's usually damp. It's usually cool. The wind blows off the ocean. It is just all around not fun to play in. But tell you what, if you're playing well, you can really find out what you are doing well, and that will help you in the upcoming season a lot.
Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
Okay, time to return to the action. Our leader has built a three-shot par for here as we head over to the next. We'll talk about strong, long, and difficult. Let's stand on the 12th here. And is there a harder par 4 on the entire property?
There is not. I mean, this is just usually right back into the teeth of the breeze. Not wind, just a little breeze, enough to make it about 30 yards longer. You got some bunkers left and right that you got to deal with, but from there, you got a green that sits above the fairway just enough to make that second shot just a little bit longer. This is a brute, an absolute brute.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. Let's catch up with Willie Z. He's always a flusher.
Look at the shot that this player possesses.
Oh, that's a beauty. How about holding that one? Good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
18-footer here is what he's facing.
Ooh. Nine feet to the cup.
Nice little par putt here.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Just a smidgen to the right, this one.
And that was a bogey by our leader. So the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. And as we move to the next hole, our leader is ahead by a couple of shots. All right, Rich, the par 5 13th, so much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Not bad. Well, there he is, Wake Forest Will Zalatoris, Rich. He's done the job, and he continues to do it out here on tour, doesn't he?
He does. He's just one of these players that is just a ferocious competitor, isn't he? Ball striking is amazing. The putting sometimes works with him and works, but you know what? He gets the job done.
And so you can't emphasize that enough. You know, it may not be pretty at times, but who cares? He's getting the job done. And you know when you go head-to-head against him, you've got your hands full because he's not backing down from anybody, any challenge, any championship. The guy's a winner.
And as we look at the leaderboard, he now has a 3-shot advantage. Over to 14 we go, a par 4.
And a really good par 4 once again. Dogleg from right to left. Those bunkers on the left, you don't want any part of them. And from there, the difficulty is judging the distance with your second shot. This is an infinite edge look from the fairway. So when it pins in the back section of this green, it's nearly impossible to judge the distance. This is a wonderful, wonderful design.
This shot from 120 yards.
This one is going straight at it.
Well, that's well judged. Hole high, right inside the range. That's just about 3 feet away. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And as we move on to the next, our featured player leads by 4. And folks, at the end of this first round, he's going to find himself in first place. That's pretty nice, eh, Rich?
Not bad whatsoever, but still just the opening day. Lots of golf left to play. However, it does give you a little boost of confidence going forward, knowing that right now you're at the top of your form, your game is good, and you're in a good space.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.